Hey everybody, it's PartyElite. Welcome back to some more turn-based tactical action in Menace, where we're continuing the mission with a B team. This session kicks us off with a choice of two operations, one up over here at Mach in service of Zane Beecher Corps, and one down over here at the Backbone in service of, well, the Backbone. Initially, I was thinking of going and chasing after this mission at Mach, but on further consideration and after some soul searching, I think it makes more sense to chase after this operation down over here at the Backbone. And there are two core reasons for that. First is narrative. The mission over here, or I should say the operation over here at the Backbone, has 3 ticks before it disappears, and the operation up over here at Mach has 4 ticks before it does the same. So you could imagine that the distress signal we received, the beacon that was lit, implies a sense of higher urgency at the Backbone than at Mach, and so narratively it makes sense for us to be like, well, let's go ahead and deal with the more urgent situation first, and we'll still have time to deal with the less urgent one. And that's some logic that I'll be applying going forward as well, because it's sort of narrative focused and narrative flavored, and might force us to make some suboptimal decisions that'll make things interesting from time to time. Beyond that, there is also the mechanical consideration, and this isn't entirely non-narrative, because presumably we do know what kind of benefits we can glean from these various factions. And in, again, doing some digging over here, it occurs to me that even though Zane Beecher Corps has a bunch of really cool toys and a lot of very valuable things like advanced vehicle repair bay and salvage teams and recovery teams, like these are all extremely valuable and extremely useful, I think in the more near future, what will be very helpful for us is the Backbone's auto supplies, plus 5% to maximum supplies available for each mission. Plus 5% sounds small, but that can make a significant difference, and it's likely to come through sooner, and it's relatively cheap, all things considered, just 120 OCI components to install once we've actually unlocked the upgrade. Compared to if we take a look at Zane Beecher Corps, I mean, some of these things are extremely expensive, prohibitively so. Recovery teams is a bit on the cheaper side. Salvage teams and recovery teams are a bit on the cheaper side, but this repair bay, extremely expensive. AI logistics, also just a little bit more pricey, and specifically beneficial if we're deploying vehicles, which, as we saw last time, sometimes we don't. So, that's why I'm leaning towards the Backbone, and hopefully this alien infestation operation isn't too much more challenging than the previous one. Let's go ahead and check it out. So, local wildlife has grown into a serious infestation. Head down to the planet and smoke them out, but be warned. Biosensors show large swarms roaming the surface. We would be most interested in seeing you repeat your recent success, outsider. Very well. Start the operation. And let's see what we've got over here. Clear landing zone or reclaim settlement. So both of these can be pretty similar as far as difficulty is concerned. I'm thinking we might go... Oh, geez. I just realized reclaim settlement is 3 skulls. Clear landing zone is 2 skulls. Again, not really thinking about the 10 rounds, 4 rounds, timer, so to speak. So ignoring that completely. But I do see the secondary objectives here mention a bombardier, whereas reclaim settlement very much does not. So it's highly likely, very possible, that this 3 skull difficulty mission is actually easier than the... Clear landing zone 2 skull difficulty mission. And again, this is partly influenced by personal preference, personal approach, things like that. I think I'm more inclined to have less success against the bombardier than most, than some. So I might go after reclaim settlement. But let's take a look at what these awards are, or rewards are, so that we can maybe make a more informed decision from that perspective. So clear landing zone would give us Battlefield of the Spectacle, plus 10% promotion points for the rest of this operation. That's no joke. That is quite nice. Reclaim Settlement gives us settlement reclamation projects upon completion, gain 15% more OCI points for this operation. Oh my, okay. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we chase after some heightened OCI point gain. And that does kind of line up with what I was hoping for anyway with regards to chasing after this mission, because the additional OCI components will be able to use more quickly than additional promotion points, because promotion points are limited in use by supply. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I think prioritize this, which means that our only option for the next mission would be this one over here, because if we do clear landing zone, we can choose between the two, right? But this one will only be able to get long sight lines, which is great. 2 intelligence is huge at this stage, because it'll tell us a lot more about the battlefield when we get to hunting the Hive Queen. Otherwise, we'd go over here to contain migration, And we'd get Xeno Delicatessens. Oh my. Upon completion, gain some alien eggs trading goods. Okay, yeah, not as valuable for the task at hand. It's funny, this is the easier path. 2 skull, 2 skull, 3 skull, 3 skull, and then hunting the Hive Queen at the end. That's just my luck. We're going to go ahead and reclaim this settlement. But in order to do so, first we're going to visit the black market, and we're going to go ahead and pick up what? First of all, this lovely little shotgun, one of my favorite weapons. And I'm thinking also this armor over here. It's going to cost us 200. I do believe we have enough to make that happen. Let's go ahead and find out, I suppose. Only one way to do so. Yeah, we're actually going to overpay just ever so slightly, and I think that's probably fine. I typically try to avoid doing that when I can, but I don't think there's much give here. I mean, if I get another weapon, I could... What do I get here? I have 35, so 40. Is there anything available for 40 over here? I mean, yeah, magazine pouches. And I guess one could always use more magazine pouches. Not maybe immediately, but down the line. And that way I'm not overspending on these things. Trying to figure out if I'm going sort of counterintuitively here just to save, you know, $5 or just to not overpay $5 acquiring something that I don't really need immediately. In fact, one that I have extra of right now. You know what? There's plenty of junk coming our way. I'll go ahead and overpay this time. We'll be fine, and hopefully I don't regret these purchases, because there is, you know, some fiddling to be done when it comes to supply. I think I'll be able to get away with this, and I'll make adjustments to make these happen, is my plan at least. So let's go ahead and, yeah, pick those up and dive on in to reclaim the settlement. All right, what do we have over here? So first things first, let's not forget to add our friend here to the mission. Get you your weapon as well, buddy. And... wow. Yeah, okay, cool. Already over our supply limit. Yeah, I'm definitely glad I'm chasing after the supply here. My plan was to give Carta, lovely Carta, the shotgun and the heavier armor. Takes us way over our limit, but what can I do to manage that? I do like having the extra ammo on these crowbars. I think that went a very long way in the previous session. But we don't really need it necessarily as much now that Bog's back as well. So what if I get rid of these? I mean, they're not worth that much. Yeah. Oh man, that supply increase is not nearly as much as it feels like, eh? All right, let's go ahead and get those back on, and let's see what kind of sweet balance we can hit when it comes to the actual squatty count. Probably we could do that. If we bring everyone down to 6 and 5, we're close, but no cigar. It is tempting to just leave Bogan right behind, isn't it? Huh. I could also, you know what, I could lighten the armor over here a little bit. Maybe allow me to have one more squatty there, and that's sort of perfect. The thinking here is that Pike can stay behind, use his taking command skill to give action points to other people who are ending up in more risky situations where they need the heavier armor. Arguably, Carta does not need this heavy armor, because arguably Carta is going to be traveling around in the heaviest armor we have, stepping out, popping shots, and then stepping back in. So in theory, this could be overspending, but fact of the matter is that Carta has fewer action points, is likely to find herself caught out of position just as a result of just human error on my part, to be perfectly honest. And so to avoid paying the ultimate price for that, I do think this makes me feel, well, quite literally better protected, arguably at the cost of some hit points. Jeez. Yeah, I think that's the call, and we'll see how that plays out. We must protect Carta, right? We all know this. So let's figure out how we want to lay this out. So reclaim settlement. That just means we have to spend X number of rounds within this zone with more of our squads in there than enemy squads. Relatively easy in theory. And that's the full sentence. Relatively easy in theory. That's the full sentence. Let's see if we can pull it off. So I'm going to go ahead and bring... I mean, do I want to take a more central approach here? Do I want to keep my distance to these guys? I think that sounds about right. Some of them are going to be, you know, melee operatives, units, whatever the right term would be. So they'd have to move a lot further. So yeah, let's go ahead and stay focused. I think maybe up over here. Yeah, and then because we don't want to be too far from the capture zone either. Sure. So Carta back there. Let's get you up there. And let's get you over here. A bit of cover we can hide behind. Keep these guys closer as well. Bit of cover we can kind of cut through here. And we'll drive straight down with Bog and Carta. That sounds good to me. No promotions for anybody right now, but I will mention an interesting idea that was brought up in the comments. I'm curious to hear what other people think about this suggestion. It's intrigued me, but I'm not committing to it just quite yet. The idea being that Pike is supposedly... well, he supposedly has rank above everybody else, right? So should we actually realize that by making sure he always gets the first promotion? So nobody can ever have more promotions than Pike does, which many times will be suboptimal. One of the first things I would want to do here, playing purely min-maxing, would be to give Bogan right here new tricks, because his growth potential is so pathetic. Him getting new tricks is hugely beneficial. But if I do apply this little modifier to make things even harder, then we would first give Pike a promotion to something, and then everybody else can catch up to him. I think it's an interesting idea, especially narratively speaking. So I'd love to hear more thoughts in the comments. But again, I haven't committed to it either way just quite yet. But I did find it quite interesting. All right, folks, enough of me rambling. Let's head on over to the battlefield. So nice. All right, let's get to work over here. That was a little unfortunate. Bogan Red's gonna destroy all this cover going up, but that's fine. Carta, let's get you in first. Yep, good stuff. Always a good first turn. Let's go ahead and one thing I probably could have adjusted is Carta's accessories. There's maybe some more tweaking I could have done when it comes to our loadouts. I'll be perfectly honest about that. So I apologize if any of you are looking at those loadouts and going, what the hell is this guy thinking? Call it not wanting to spend too much time in menus. A curse of mine since forever. Alright, let's go ahead and... Well, I say since forever. I should say since the birth of this channel. Alright, let's go ahead and... Yeah, we said we're going to move straight up because we know there's a path straight up. But let's go ahead and creep up to here just in case first. Not like the cover back there really matters. Yeah, sure. Let's go all the way. Funny, it's like, do I step Carta out, take a peek? Because her range would be... a little bit further, actually. But I don't think it makes sense. Keep creeping up. Leave room to deploy. There it is. Beautiful. And open fire from back over here. Good accuracy. Don't even need to take a knee, but I can, right? I'll have leftover action points needlessly. I could move a step forward instead. Keep the pressure up, I suppose. Now, let's take a knee, because I suspect more enemies will come, towards us, and we can just kind of fire from this position. Fire away. Wow. That's some good shooting. Beautiful. Tech. Let's get you up to here. I don't want to fall too far behind. Alright. Bog, let's get you rolling up, buddy. Leave enough AP for some shooting. Oh, there's that concealment coming into action, right? But that's cool. Carta can take care of those guys, and Bog can hopefully take care of these guys. Low accuracy. Goddamn. All right, well, fire away. I could instead, of course, drive through these folks, and then Carta could step out and maybe take care of these folks. That is an option. Ah, yeah, you know what? Sure. Let's go ahead and try that. We'll see what that does for us. A lot, actually. More bugs up there. Okay, didn't manage to do too much. Carta, let's go ahead and step out and fire up over there. Should be within range. Yep, absolutely. Time to come down instead and get the cover. Should still be in range. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And look at her vision range, eh? Maybe the loadout was worth it. Good accuracy, high armor pen. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. So far so good. Again, right, so here's a situation where I'm leaving Carta out there because I think it would be optimal because these guys might come a little bit closer. They might not. Someone else might show up. And I'm not moving Bogan right first. So, like, Carta's out there, hence me being glad about the armor she's got, right? So, I think that was the right call. Let's get Tech moving up first. Make sure we're leaving enough action points to get shots off if needed. And in fact, you know what? Even though these guys are retreating, I figure we open fire because we want to move collectively, and getting a little ahead might open us up to some trouble. So let's go ahead and open fire. Let's not let these guys come back to us. Bit of suppression on Carta there, but at least now we're also concealed. Okay, good stuff. Pike. And you up. I think we know it's safe. Bog can fire from over here. Low accuracy, but when isn't it? Wow, that was pretty miserable. Let's try that again, Bog. Let's try that again. There we go. Much better. At least we dropped one. No one's coming up. It's almost tempting to leave Carta out, you know? Creep up to here. I have that option now. That's the other thing. I've given myself that flexibility. Oh, there's a big one. And there's a big one, too. I do not have enough action points to actually get in, but I do have enough action points to deploy, reduce that suppression. We'll see what we get up to. These guys are going to try and close the gap, which is good. These guys will fire from a distance, but hopefully Bog can take care of them. And Carta, that's your turn. Again, having her in that armor does give us these options, does give us this flexibility, which I quite like. Bog, let's start with you, I think, because these guys, he'll also have to close the gap. Might be able to pop a shot and get a bit of suppression on Carta, but we'll take that chance. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, Bog, man, I need you to get better, buddy. And we don't actually have to eliminate those guys, right? That's not a concern. It is a secondary objective, but the real objective is to sit in this zone as much as we can. I'm going to go ahead and move Pike up to here. Try and draw some aggro, I think. There we go. Gonna fire from distance. Wow. Oh my god. I was not expecting that level of accuracy. That's not great. Tech, let's move you up to here. We gotta take that thing down. Alright, here we go. Come closer. Close enough for Carta. Come on. Just shy. Stand up. Move. Shoot. Sounds like the plan. Fire away. God, that shotgun is so nice. Fleeing even. Beautiful. Alright, alright. Ooh, another scary one up there. I might need to pull Bog back, of all things. Could finish these guys off, but they're fleeing. Bog could fire up that way. Or, you know what, down over here, I think let's start with Tech firing up over here, because this thing has proven itself to be a little concerning. What are we looking at here? Good accuracy, could take a knee, could pop a couple shots, and then Tech could fire at these guys instead. Yeah? Okay, cool. He sounded up for it. Take a knee, fire away. Excellent accuracy, high armor pen, this should be good. Well, it wasn't, but hopefully the second volley will be. Yeah, much better. It's much more accurate. Oh, lost another one. The accuracy here is something. They focused over here, I think. Fire away at these guys first. Take a knee, I think. Because they still have their turn to go, so I want to try and stop that from happening before turning my attention to this boy. There we go. Mission accomplished. Submission accomplished. Gonna hit Carta. Gonna try. I feel like we gotta pull back before this thing does its turn. Because this'll hurt Bog. But I also feel like I gotta shoot at this thing. Poor accuracy. Maybe I'm just wasting my ammo there. Medium accuracy over here. It is retreating, but it might not break, so let's finish this thing off, hopefully. Okay, now it might break. I'm gonna go ahead and pull back. Taxi leaving Carta behind. Yeah, it looks like it broke. Good. Carta, let's go ahead and get you up to here, keeping you in cover, keeping some distance. Yeah, do that. More bugs up there, but they're melee only. So let's end our turn there. Oh, these guys were concealed. Are they going to be able to get an attack off? No. Good. There's so many of them, man. Alright, got just far enough away from that one. Good stuff. Okay, okay, okay. Not miserable. Not entirely, at least. Harda. Just shy of being able to hit this one. A lot of scary stuff around us here. I don't know if I can get this thing to waver or flee by eliminating these two, but Carda's in a decent position to try, I think. We might take some losses because of this blaster bug as a result. This one as well. Bog is not in a great spot, but let's see if we can't get some work done with Carda first. Oh, actually got this guy wavering. Okay, okay. What about up over here? Wow. That's what I'm talking about. This is not the first time that Tech and I have said basically the same thing going into a turn. That's I mean, it was just last time or 2 sessions ago, but this was a little bit closer. All right, what have we got? Where did these guys go? They flew back. Okay. How far can we shoot? We can fire at these guys. Medium accuracy, full armor pen. What about you, buddy? Just shy of it. All right, let's go ahead and take command of Tech. And then over here, pop some shots up over here. Yes, it's retreating, but it probably won't break given its HP, so let's fire away. And it still might not break. Good, these guys are getting a little bit closer too now. And so Tech might be able to get some work done over here, we'll see. Alright, Tech, let's try and finish Buddy off first, and then maybe that'll hurt these guys. Oh, good accuracy, full armor pen. We got 140. We're already down on a knee. Poor accuracy. Just a chance I'm not willing to take. Yeah, alright, alright. Regular shots up over here first, I think. Okay, another round. Beautiful. Those guys are likely going to break. And then down over here. Maybe they'll break. Good stuff. Good turn. I'm tempted to stand up, but we'll stay deployed in case something kind of ambushes us and opens fire. So end the turn there. Bog is up next. Kind of want to keep a distance from that blaster bug that's up over there, right? So let's go ahead and move Bog up to here. And we'll have to kind of like snake our way through towards the zone. I mean, Carda can probably hold the back over here. For the love of God, break. Nice! That's so valuable. That's so valuable. Alright, well, these little guys coming up. This is exactly what I was hoping for, right? I was hoping that a bunch of these units that were up in that corner were melee units, and so they'd arrive in this kind of staggered way. These guys are going to fire from range, if I'm not mistaken, if I recognize that symbol correctly. But for the most part, this is working out exactly as I'd hoped, which is great. Alright, good stuff. Good stuff. Tech, let's start with you, buddy. Good accuracy, full armor pen. Good accuracy, full armor pen. I could potentially get these guys to die and then cause others to break. Carda, what can you hit? Nothing from here. We'll have to wait until something comes a little bit closer. I'm worried these guys will come close and attack. The risk I'm going to have to accept. So, Tech, let's open fire up over here. Let's go. All good. Keep at it. Alright, got them fleeing. I'm wondering if I want to stand up. Nope, stay put. Firing at Pike, it looks like. We're okay. Bog. Low accuracy. Low accuracy. No surprise. We can move in and start driving into people. There is that. There is that. Alright, Pike, what about you, buddy? We can fire up over here with you. Good accuracy, full armor pen. Down over here. Good accuracy, full armor pen. Let's soften these guys up, because I'm a little worried about Carta over here. The other option is to hold off and see if something more dangerous comes around the corner, right? But I think let's open fire here. Ah, not amazing, I'll be honest. Carta gets another 60 action points. She could move and shoot. Probably worth it. Oh, here we go. And they're probably going to get an attack in? Yeah, no surprise. Don't know if I love my decisions there. Alright, Bog, let's get you up over here. Maybe draw some aggro. Bit of a risky spot to be in. But we could drive over some people. We could open fire. Some of these guys are going to flee. Hopefully we'll spot them breaking. Ah, that's scary. There it is. Ooh, good position, though, potentially for Carta. How do I play this? Pull back to there. I'd get 2 sets of shots off. So maybe I do like how I played that, taking command. Alright, let's pull back to here. Yeah, we do have that line. No armor pen, it says. Go ahead and take a knee. We can afford it. Get some shots off down here first, I think. Yeah, get them fleeing. Or maybe even... Nah. I was like, are we going to kill them? Nah. Go ahead and fire up over here next. See what that does for us. Yeah. No surprise. Soften up the armor a lot, though. Down over here, you can close the gap. And attack in melee. When you get the opportunity, of course. Broke, I think. And broke. Okay, cool. Firing away at Pike. We're okay. It's like, who needs Carta's protection the most, right? We could fire up there and up there. Puts Tech in a rough spot. That's going to hurt. Bog probably needs to extinguish that fire. Low accuracy across the board. Medium accuracy down over here, so there's that. And again, Tech, if you shoot over here, low accuracy. If you fire with the alternate, medium accuracy. And then we could maybe shoot over here. Okay, you know what? Fine. Let's try it. Actually, we wouldn't be able to shoot up over there because the alternate fire takes extra action points. I mean, Tech's in a lot of trouble. So is Bog. Oh, man. It's a rough spot. Oh, that worked as I needed it to, so there's that. See what happens next. I knew it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. All right. Okay. You know what? That's not bad. 25. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and drive over these guys. Get them fleeing. Beautiful. And we're going to put out the fire. That's funny. You know, Bog, like, does nothing, and then he does a lot. Okay, good stuff. Tech's on his turn. Pike's up. Carta, what all can you hit? Just these two, eh? So no point in giving you taking command. Just a volley here and a volley there, or maybe 2 volleys here. Let's start there. Beautiful.
That's it. Stack 'em like that.
Beautiful. Let's go ahead and stand up and move up to here. I'm expecting these guys to break.
Bugs here. Who, sir?
There they go. And Pike, stand you up. Get you up to there. Time to start capturing. These guys are going to break. More of them coming through from melee. Ah, these guys didn't break. Damn it. It's okay, not the end of the world, of course. Low accuracy. Low. I mean, why am I even checking? Carta, get the job done. What about Pike? He can fire up over there. Low accuracy over here. Good accuracy. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. Carta can probably shoot up there and get these guys to flee. And so we're going to start there. Honestly, Bog could probably do the same, even though it says low accuracy. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Got these guys fleeing at least. Alright, stay put, Bog. You can turn around and shoot, but hopefully not too effectively. Okay. Tech, let's get you creeping on up.
Making a play. We got bugs.
Carter, what to do with you? Keep you back there for now, Tech. Or sorry, Pike, sorry. Get you up in over there. Cover all around. Could be a good position. Bit of danger coming through. Cover's working in our favor though. Good stuff. Carta. Decent cover over there. I definitely want to move at least one up, and I think that's the call, is just to creep up to there. And then since there's not much else to do, well, if I move up to here, I can start getting some work done over here with Carter, right? So, sure, let's move over to here. Hope that was the right call. Those guys are back in it. We're capturing slowly but surely.
Oh yeah.
Carter, can't hit anything from there, unfortunately. Good step forward, but let's do it with Tech here. See if we can again get these guys to break. Nice, got them fleeing. That means we can go ahead and move into the
Very combat effective.
capture area. Take a knee.
Yeah.
Bog, let's go ahead and creep you up to here and shoot a little bit. Just keep these guys away, right? or not. Fair enough.
Feel the Martian wrath.
Alright, Carter. I guess we may as well. Other option is to have Pike fire down there first. Yeah. Beautiful. Get these guys wavering. These guys are fleeing. Let's go ahead and maybe finish these guys off. Beautiful. And let's actually take a knee. We should have started there. Carta, you're done-ish. Might as well finish these guys off. Overkill. I'll take it. Take a knee. And I think we're looking pretty good. Of course, more of them are going to come through, but that's a lot of progress this round. Looks like we will have just failed complete the mission within 10 rounds. But actually did okay. Pike, let's start with you. Good accuracy. You're already on your knee. Fire away.
Contact.
More. Got him. Beautiful. Return done, buddy. These guys have returned. Did not break. Okay, Tech should be able to take care of them. Bog. What to do with you, buddy? Alright, Tech, fire away.
Good job. Keep the Xenos off us.
Bit more up here, I think. Or actually, fire down here. I know they're, breaking, but so are those guys, and those guys have been harassing me from a distance forever. So, more coming through.
Hostile. Yeah.
Roll up so I can start maybe driving over some more people. Can I preserve enough action points to get some shots off? Nah. Not make any significant, progress and also get shots off. So, roll up to there.
Always ready.
It's a shame we can't shoot that far. Gotta stand too.
Hostiles. Yeah.
Alright. Tech, fire away. Beauty. I guess that's your turn, buddy.
Hostile Xeno.
Of course, more of them creeping in. I'm gonna use up Bog's turn just to see if anybody else rolls up as well, so I can plan accordingly. Because then we can actually complete the mission this turn.
Hostile Xeno. Sir.
Pike. Yeah, just in range. Fire away. More. Good stuff. What else is coming?
Always ready.
As long as we can keep them out of here this turn, we're in good shape. But who knows what's going to kind of flood through. I wonder if we have line of sight. Yeah, we do. Beautiful. Got these guys wavering as well.
Killing a lot of hostiles.
Gonna break.
Bugs here.
Just outside. There we go. Beautiful. Love to see it. Love to see it. It was just a matter of keeping them out. Otherwise, we'd have to survive one more turn. We actually managed to complete this within 14 rounds. And honestly, I think if we'd moved just a little bit differently, we could have completed it in 10 rounds and actually scored all of these secondary objectives at this difficulty. That would have been extra. But hey, you know what? We did pretty well. Lost a couple of squaddies, unfortunately. I think we lost what, 3 or 4. Looks like 4. But we have our recruitment efforts active now, so there's that. Let's see what the debrief looks like. They just failed the one, completed all the others. 34 promotion points. Quite a lot of resources over here, so we can go shopping again. Though again, truth be told, who knows if we can actually apply any of what we buy. But yeah, more OCI points or OCI components, I guess, at the end of this operation. So that should hopefully go a long way. Euphoric, 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 and eager. My goodness, but also my goodness. 11 kills, 7 kills. I should have been keeping track. I should have been keeping track from the first mission. But hey, look, we only lost 2 squaddies. So, you know, we lost 3. 1 was rescued. Probably the one that got blown to bits by by the blaster bug. But ultimately only 2 died. Not too bad, not too bad. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm wondering if the black market has anything I would prioritize over additional squaddies or anything like that, for example. Or, you know, even if we take a look at our squads, Bog right now, 35 supply, taking the light equipment. Is there something else that I would take instead? Like something that doesn't necessarily care about accuracy. A flamethrower is probably a very good idea here, actually. 160, can we afford you? Yes, 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 we can afford you. So if I get that flamethrower and I pop it on Bog's vehicle, he will be that much more effective, right? It's a very low-range weapon, yes, but it is higher range than his move, and look at the accuracy modifier there. So that would make a huge difference, actually. So that's, I'm thinking that. We do, by the way, also still have this that I didn't apply for cost reasons, just in case you're wondering. Though, come to think of it, yeah, it would be significantly more expensive. We wouldn't have been able to afford it, in case you were wondering. So yeah, okay, all right, okay. So the flamethrower would be great. We're going into an extermination mission, which means we have to destroy more than 70% of enemy forces. Try and do it quickly. And there's an alien warrior in particular that we need to kill for our secondary objective. Feeling pretty good about this, especially if we get that flamethrower. But folks, we'll have to find out how it goes next time. We're roughly at that 40-minute mark. I doubt this mission is going to be a short and sweet 20-minute mission. It's a 3-skull difficulty mission that involves chasing the enemy down. Those can take a little bit longer, and we also have to consider our squaddy count and stuff like that. We're looking pretty okay. Lost 2 there, down to 24. But again, just as a reminder, got the way back outreach office. So basically, our net after that mission was 0, because this is +2 for each completed mission, not each completed operation. Things are feeling pretty alright. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. If you did, if you'd like to see more Menace on the channel, please don't hesitate to let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. It does make a very big difference in just letting me know what people are enjoying, what I should do more or less of on the channel, and just gives me some ideas as well from time to time. So if you've got them, feel free to share them in the comments. Otherwise, folks, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.